Okay, in the last lesson I showed you how to create an auto-exec macro so that as soon as the database opened up, we were presented with a switchboard. We can use macros to help us with a lot of other features as well. One that I'm going to show you today is if we click our contacts record, you'll notice immediately it goes to the first record, and the user is then required to click add record to get to the next one so that they can start to enter data. It's not a great hardship for the user, but every time they click that, they're going to have to click add record. This is where we can use a macro to make things a little easier. So that's what I'm going to show you now. So what we'll do is we click create and we click macro. And then we know that we want to open a form. So we want to open a form. What form do we want to open? We need to open up the contact records form down the bottom area here. So that will open, that's a macro that will open the form. We can get it to do other things as it goes along. So we can say open the form, and then when it opens, beep. Could be a bit annoying to the user, but we'll put a beep in. And then we need to probably go to a record. So we go to a record, and which one? It'll say record is next. We don't want the default of that Access gives us of the next record. We want to enter a new record. So that'll open it up for new. So again, we should always put comments in. So open the contact records form. This is good practice and will need to be shown in your assignment. Make a sound on open and go immediately to a new record. There we've documented properly our procedure, so somebody else comes to look at the database can see it. If you're playing around with macros and you put more and more advanced features in, you can click the run button here to make sure that it does do what you want it to do. I'm going to save this macro, and I'm going to save it as, and always make sure you put user naming convention. So open underscore contacts. That's macro open underscore contacts. So I click OK, and if I run that, it immediately goes to the new record for us. To demonstrate it further, if I go to our switchboard and change to the design view, I'll add in a new button, and what you'll see is under miscellaneous, we've got some extra features because I've shown you all of these. We've now got run a macro. So we click next, and it shows us the macros that we've been making. So everything will show up nicely here. So I want to open the macro contacts. Next, it'll be run a macro. I'll just name it macro contacts in this instance. Next and finish, and you'll see we've now got a macro contacts button. If I go to the old style contacts button, we're at the first, requiring the user to click add a new record. If I go to macro contacts, it's done the beep as soon as we opened it, and then we've gone straight to new. So that's made our lives a little bit easier. If you're going for merits and distinctions, you'll need to do macros, and you'll need to show some more of the advanced features that you can do, and this is a good area that you can show them in. We can also create macros to open up reports as well. We've got the report close with sale. You could, if you'd wanted to, create macro. This time we want to open a report. So there it is, open a report. What report do we want to open? Well, we want to open the close of a sale. We can ask it to do a beep if we like. So open close with sale. Play sound on open. We can save that. we would call it macro close with sale. And click OK to that. Now if I run my close with sale, it'll open up the report for us. Not hugely different to close with sales button here, but again you can use the macro to add in extra features with that. And again, if you'd wanted to, you could have, in the design view this time, we would put a new button in, and it would be we would use the options here: miscellaneous, run a macro, next. And as you can see, the macro with close the sale is there. Run macro close, finish that, and as soon as we go back to the view, it opens it up for us. So this is using macros for advanced reasons and making it easier for students. And just to repeat, for distinctions and merits, you need to be showing that, especially in the P6, that you can actually show, you can make the database a bit more advanced and a bit easier for users to work with. And that's macros. Thank you very much.